Greetings. To more effectively meet individual student needs, regardless of grade or content areas, it is beneficial to have clarity regarding literacy. The process and purpose of reading. A cognitive process involving complexities, reading entails many stages, such as decoding, comprehending, and connecting. Decoding involves the reader recognizing written symbols and their sound values. Through comprehension, readers make the attempt to grasp the meaning of the text, which involves connecting the text with the thoughts, experiences, and knowledge the reader has. When the reader relates their own experiences, and it makes sense to them on a more personal level, this is the stage known as connecting. Gaining new knowledge and understanding is one of the primary purposes of reading. It is a tool to explore and understand a variety of perspectives. Often a source of entertainment, reading may assist in the development of skills in critical thinking, communication, and emotional intelligence. Ultimately, the purpose of reading is to foster personal growth, knowledge, and understanding of themselves and the world around them. The roles morphology and contextual analysis has on vocabulary development. The smallest segments of language that have meaning and are part of a word are known as morphemes. These cannot be broken down further without losing meaning. For example, the word teacher has two morphemes, teach and In this case, it is the addition of the that transforms the word teach from a verb to a noun, indicating a profession rather than an action. When readers grasp the composition of words, they will recognize patterns and even predict the meaning of otherwise unfamiliar words. The process of analyzing the context in which a word is used for the purpose of developing an accurate understanding of its meaning is known as contextual analysis. This includes grammar, surrounding words, and syntax, and involves attention to contextual cues like related words, synonyms, and antonyms to help the reader ascertain the meaning of the word. Combined, the skills of morphology and contextual analysis make up components that are critical to the expansion of vocabulary and proficient reading. Evidence-based practices for teaching phonemic awareness to English learners. Evidence-based practices for teaching phonemic awareness to English learners requires the utilization of multifarious scientifically viable methods targeting particular areas of phonological awareness. Activities included in these methods are segmenting and blending sounds, medial and filial sounds, substitution, isolating and identifying initial sounds, addition, and the manipulation of sounds and words through deletion. Enabling students in developing comprehension regarding the sounds of language and the ability to manipulate them for the purpose of reading and spelling with increased fluency and accuracy is the objective. How an English learner's home language can be utilized to support and strengthen the development of foundational phonics in English. The role that can be played by a student's home language in strengthening and supporting foundational English phonic development is considerable. Teachers can provide a solid foundation to students for understanding the patterns and sounds found in English by recognizing and utilizing the patterns and sounds in the student's home language. This can assist students in making connections between each language and transfer their knowledge to English writing and reading. Home language can be a tool to teach the symbols and sounds of English in a manner more culturally relevant and familiar contextually. The incorporation of home language may help in building motivation and confidence in students learning English. Necessary components to achieve effective comprehension. The three main components of effective comprehension are self-correction, well-developed language skills, and processes of multiple higher-order thinking. Language skills that are well-developed include a deep understanding of syntax, vocabulary, and grammar, along with the ability to write and read effectively. Such abilities allow for a sturdy foundation in the comprehension of spoken and written text. Processes of multiple higher-order thinking require the skills of evaluation, analysis, synthesis, and application. These enable readers in applying knowledge to different contexts, making connections and inferences, and recognizing alternative viewpoints. Self-correction involves recognizing and correcting mistakes in comprehension. Working together to enable accurate understanding, these three components permit readers to comprehend and internalize the meaning of what is read on a deeper level thinking with more complexity in a nuanced manner regarding what has been read. Aside from these three components, the ability to comprehend effectively requires students to be capable of actively engaging with the text, such as asking questions and making predictions, have some background subject matter knowledge, and be able to make relations from the text to their prior knowledge and personal experiences. Other external factors that may impact comprehension include the student's current emotional state, the medium of the text, and the environment. The more components that can coincide and work together, the more effective comprehension can be. How evidence-based best practices can be utilized to improve comprehension in English learners, including those with reading difficulties and dyslexia. To utilize evidence-based best practices to improve comprehension in English learners, a variety of methods of instruction can be implemented. Technology can be used effectively. Ongoing support may be provided. Input strategies that are comprehensible can be incorporated. Development of oral language can be focused on. Interpersonal interactions can be encouraged. Cultural awareness can be built, and student progress can be assessed regularly. For students with reading difficulties and dyslexia, explicit and systematic instructions, multi-sensory approaches, and visual supports can be utilized by teachers toward developing efficient, targeted vocabulary instruction and effective interventions that are tailored to the learner's unique needs. Metacognition and self-regulation skills can also be applied along with assistive technology to promote understanding. A learning environment that is collaborative and supportive can assist in facilitating peer support and fostering a growth mindset. Acquiring clarity regarding literacy, a teacher can more effectively meet individual student needs, regardless of grade or content areas.